Once upon a time, in a small village nestled beside a peaceful, green forest, there lived a kind and cheerful little girl who was loved by everyone. She was almost never seen without the beautiful red-hooded cloak her grandmother had sewn just for her. Because of this, everyone in the village simply called her Little Red Riding Hood. One bright and sunny morning, her mother was busy in the kitchen. She carefully packed a basket with freshly baked bread that smelled wonderful, a jar of sweet golden honey, and a flask of warm, comforting soup. "Please take this to your grandmother," she said, handing the basket to her daughter. "She's feeling a little under the weather, and remember, stay on the path and don't talk to strangers on the way." "I promise, Mummy," Little Red Riding Hood replied with a cheerful smile. She took the basket and skipped happily along the forest path, humming a little tune. The birds were singing, and the sun filtered through the leaves, making everything look magical. Suddenly, a wolf with a smooth, charming voice appeared from behind a big oak tree. "Good morning, little one," the wolf said politely, with a friendly flick of his tail. "And where might you be going on such a lovely day?" Little Red Riding Hood remembered her mother's advice, but the wolf seemed so nice and well-mannered. "I'm visiting my grandmother," she explained. "She lives just on the other side of the woods, in the little cottage near the meadow." The wolf's eyes twinkled. "What a thoughtful granddaughter you are," he exclaimed. He pointed a paw towards a field of colorful wildflowers. "Why not pick a beautiful bouquet for her? I'm sure she would love them." Little Red Riding Hood thought that was a wonderful idea. As she wandered off the path to gather the prettiest flowers she could find, the clever wolf took a shortcut and hurried ahead to Grandma's cottage. He knocked softly on the door. When Grandma opened it, he rushed inside and, being a surprisingly gentle wolf, he hid her safely in a big closet so she wouldn't get hurt. Then he quickly put on her nightcap and glasses and climbed into her bed, pulling the covers up to his chin. Soon, Little Red Riding Hood arrived and knocked. "Come in, my dear," a strange, gruff voice called out. She entered and walked to the bedside. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," she said, feeling a little puzzled. "All the better to see you with, my dear," replied the wolf. "And grandmother, what big ears you have," she exclaimed. "All the better to hear you with, my sweet, and what big teeth you have," she whispered, taking a step back. "All the better, too." Just then, the door burst open. A kind woodcutter who lived nearby had heard the strange noises and rushed in to see what was wrong. Seeing the woodcutter's big axe, the startled wolf leaped out of bed and ran away into the forest, never to bother anyone in the village again. The woodcutter helped Grandma out of the closet, and everyone was incredibly relieved. They all sat down together, sharing the delicious bread, honey, and soup from the basket, laughing happily about the day's adventure. Little Red Riding Hood gave her grandmother a big hug and said, "I have learnt something important today, to always listen to good advice and be careful on my journey." And from that day on, she always stayed on the path. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tales. See you next time.